Hey, beautiful Pisces soul, sun, moon, rising. Welcome into your June to 23rd energy check-in. Spirit is saying, trust the current, but don't forget you are steering the ship, Pisces. Let's talk about this week's astrology as we shuffle your cards and see what messages Spirit wants you to give, what messages Spirit wants to give you for the week ahead. And this astrology, I feel like the energy is not just about waves this week. I feel like it's currents, and it's pulling you into deeper waters and deeper truth. I mean, we do start this week with a major shift in emotional undercurrents, right? As the moon moves into your sign, Pisces, around the 16th, right? And I feel like this is going to be a personal reset moment. The moon isn't just lighting up your emotions, it's like soaking through your spirit, amplifying your sensitivity, your dreams, your intuition. And also, let's be real. Your overwhelm, all right? Your anxiety, your I'm sure you can feel it already, right? And so if you suddenly feeling everything all at once, don't panic, all right? That's the moon just asking you to listen, not to numb yourself. Now, boom, a few days later, or actually a day later, right, around the 17th of June, Mars, the planet of action and intensity, moves into Virgo, your opposite sign, right? Now, this might show up as pressure coming at you from all sides, okay? People expecting you to have answers, having the timelines, or be on it. And you're still processing your own rhythm, all right? It's okay to balance here, all right? The balance is here, all right? And it's also don't self-sacrifice, all right? Remember, just because someone wants urgency, it doesn't mean it's your emergency, right? Now, around the 21st, the sun moves into Cancer. This is sweet energy for you. It's water on water. It opens your creative heart, your joy, your inner child. It's a beautiful time to lean into what feels nurturing, expressive. But here's the key. Don't stay in the dream. All right? And I mean, Jupiter now is moving into Cancer as well, expanding the emotional realm, right? So you may feel like you're ready to swim through the fantasies, love stories, spiritual visions, but you still need to archer them in the physical world, right? And the dreams must be made real, right? Especially watch around the 22nd and the 23rd, right? Because the sun will be making aspects in both Saturn and Neptune. And this is where Spirit is saying, do your dreams have a structure? And are your boundaries serving your magic, or is it blocking it? Is your vision honest, or are you still trying to escape something uncomfortable? I feel like this week is where your psychic radar, is that the right, am I saying it correctly? Is at on maximum volume, right? But here's the thing, right? Clarity doesn't come from tuning in to everyone else's signals, right? It comes from honing into your own, right? And also a heads up with Mercury now in Cancer, right? Moving towards Chiron and Uranus in the days ahead. Communication can feel deep, nostalgic, emotional, and even surprising, right? You might just receive a message or insight from the past. Something might click, something finally might make sense, and just flow with it, all right? You're Pisces, we can flow with it. But don't over edit your feelings this week, all right? Just take it easy, Pisces. So, Pisces, this week is dreamy, it's deep, it's it's powerful, right? So, if you've been floating in limited, like a certain space, right? Spirit's just asking you, are you ready to bring, are you ready to bring back to the shore, right? What are you ready to bring back to the shore? Okay, there it came out right. And you're not being asked to rush, right? But you are being asked to respond to your intuition, to your truth, and the real world's invitations that the universe is laying out before you. In a moment, we're going to go through those cards, and also the cards I'm busy pulling out now, just to get more channeled messages from Spirit for you. But for now, I want you to breathe, right? Take that deep breath and hold it and just release and come back to center. And remember, you are the dreamer and the archer. You are the healer and the mirror. And you are being guided, not just to imagine, but to create. All right. So let's just get that other cards out. I just need to get one more card for Pisces. Wow. Look at all this energy, Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, right. Diving into what Spirit wants you to truly feel into this week. Right, let's look at this brown bear Spirit. Take time out, card number 9. Brown bear Spirit doesn't hibernate just to rest, right? She or he, whatever it is, it retreats to regenerate, right? To reclaim her strength, to birth new life in silence, to prepare for the journey ahead. And that's the message for you. To take a scarce pause, not because you're weak, but because something scarce is forming beneath the surface. You know, this week, right, isn't about pushing, it's about allowing. You're not lazy or unproductive or behind. I feel like you are aligning, and that takes stillness, right? You don't need to prove your worth by action. The bear reminds you that you're already worthy just by being, right? And while the outer world may start to speed up, especially with the moon lighting up your emotional body and Mars pushing for practical results, Spirit's just saying, just because you can, it doesn't mean that you should, right? So taking some solitude or taking a break, taking a time out is really significant for you this week, Pisces. Let's dive into the tarot cards. Let's have a look at your main energy for the week is the Eight of Pentacles, all right? You basically crafting something soul deep this week. That's what I'm getting. This week you're in a cycle of refining, of relearning, reworking, whether this is your mindset, a creative project, maybe a plan for relocation, or maybe it's healing. This is not a time to abandon the process, all right? It's a time to trust your skill. But here's the hidden kicker, Pisces, is you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to perfect the whole vision this week. Progress over perfection, one step at a time. And during this process of whatever you're going through, remember to take a time out. Remember to rest. Okay. The challenge for the week is the Ace of Wands. This is very interesting for the challenge, right? The challenge isn't always a block, right? Maybe it's just a spark, right? So perhaps you may feel a burst of passion or inspiration, but you may be unsure how to perhaps channel it, right? So maybe you're excited and afraid. Maybe something lights you up, but you're unsure if it's the right time. Spirit says, don't let the fire burn out because you're waiting for the perfect conditions. Let yourself play with the spark. Journal it, sketch it, voice note it. Don't shut it down. Two of Pentacles, your advice. So it's all about balance. Twos are about balance. There's a 2 on the High Priestess as your hidden energy, and there's a 2 here on the Two of Pentacles, right? Balance. Balance between dreams and duties, fire and water, doing and being. So maybe you might be juggling multiple responsibilities, emotions, maybe even identities right now, and the key is flexible structure. Again, it's all boiling down to take a time out, all right? If you need to rest, rest, all right? You don't need to carry everything alone, all right? You can delegate, delay, and gently reprioritize, all right? Looking at your hidden energy of what's unseen is the High Priestess, and wow, Pisces, this is your card, right? You are the High Priestess, right? But I feel that this isn't just a warning. It's the power that you may have forgotten regarding your intuition. You already know what is next. You just need to trust in the quiet whisper over the loud noise. That gut feeling, that vivid dream, that random pull in your heart, in your gut, right? It's not random. It's a breadcrumb from your higher self. So Pisces, here's your loving little nudge from Spirit is that you don't need to rush the dream. You don't need to force the healing, and you don't need to chase clarity. Right, I had like a burp there. Perhaps it's confirmation. You don't need to slow down long enough to receive it, but take the time out, reconnect, and just remember that you're not behind. You are blooming all on divine timing. So, Pisces, if this message stirred something in your soul, let it integrate. Take 10 minutes today or sit with your inner self. No phone, no noise, just you and your breathing, and ask, what does my soul need today? And then listen. That's where the real magic begins. Save this message and share it with your fellow Pisces, and then perhaps maybe come back later in the week to reflect. You'll be surprised at how much it will resonate once it's had time to land, you know. And Pisces, I'm sending you so much love and light. Remember to hit that love button if you haven't. If you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead. Those that have already hit the like button already are subscribers. I'm sending you so much love and light. If you want to dive into your own personal story, personal readings are open for the month of June. Dive into the description box. All the details are there. I'm sending you love and light, and see you in the next one.